Good evening, Postal family. What's going on? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing today on this Thursday? What's new, guys? We got some reports, some latest on this heat we've been working on. I got a report from Texas, what's going on over there, and we'll get into some words that came out of Mr. Renfro's mouth. Apparently some good news, but with him, we'll wait and see what's going on. First off, if you're new to the channel, this is Mailman Saeed and postal content. If you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you subscribe and you guys keep hitting those like buttons and keep smashing those likes and giving me the comments, what you all think, what's going on, and appreciate all you guys do for me. Thank you. So let's get into the article. Some Texas. USPS workers speak up about unjust working conditions in extreme Texas heat. USPS workers in Texas are speaking up about unjust working conditions in extreme summer heat. About a year ago, a UPS worker in the North Texas died while on the job from heat illness. The president of NALC said the USPS worker Corpus Christi fainted last week while on the job. USPS workers say they need more heat breaks, more accessible water, and air conditioning in all mail delivery vehicles. We've been saying that for decades now. The USPS workers in Corpus Christi say they are struggling with working in extreme summer temperatures in Texas. The president of National Association of Letter Carriers, Juan Munoz, believes daily operations during the hot summer months need to change. Almost exactly a year ago, a UPS driver in North Texas died while on the job from a heat-related illness. Munoz said that Corpus Christi USPS worker fainted while on the job just last week. It's always, it hits you in the heart that it could have been prevented, but because management ultimately is responsible for our safety. We are at ends with them over how we can address these issues, and to them it seems that they don't care. They care about the mail, Juan Munoz, the president of National Association of Letter Carriers, said. Which is true. Mail has to be delivered first and foremost. It's not about the bodies delivering it, but the mail has to be in those mailboxes. Not caring how it gets there, just needs to get there. Munoz isn't just the local union president for letter carriers, he's also been a mail carrier himself in Texas for over 20 years. He says the solution to this issue is USPS officials to listen to their employees about getting air conditioning units in all mail vehicles and letting them take heat breaks at any time with no questions asked. First of all, how in the same vehicles that we have right now from the 90s, early 90s, how can you... Well, if they wanted to, they can install ACs, but the things barely run. How can you imagine adding an AC unit in there? I don't see that happening. It's sad to hear when anybody dies of a heat injury, but just last year we had a carrier in Dallas die because of heat injury. It hits you in the heart that it could have been prevented, Munoz said. Munoz said that not all mail delivery vehicles are equipped with air conditioning. None are, I believe. The LVs, at least. Some do, some don't, Munoz said. Start times actually got pushed further to start later in the day, which puts us in heat longer. Yes, that's true. Some stations did do that to keep the carriers out in the heat. I don't know if that was done on purpose, but to keep the carriers out in the hot sun all day long. Some neighbors are worried about the safety of the people who deliver their mail. They could start maybe a community collection for a water spot for them, or maybe a picnic area for them. Glenda Graz, a Corpus Christi resident, said. That would be nice. If all the cities, all the people start thinking like this, they can take care of their carriers. Munoz said the most unacceptable part is the USPS supervisors question something as simple as taking a heat break to regroup. Every day they preach about how they care about our safety, yet in our scanner does not move for 5 minutes right away. Management is what are you doing? So you're just sitting around. Well, even if the carrier says, look, I took a couple of extra minutes to catch my breath, wipe myself down, Get some more water. Management doesn't believe them, Munoz said. I mean, really, this has been going for a minute now. See, the thing is, the management, the supervisors that never have been there, they were clerks or something else put into supervisory positions. They can't understand, outside in the heat what we go through. They've never done a route in their single day. I'm excluding the ones that are, promoted from carriers. They exactly know. They won't even question it unless they change under a higher, management power or they start disciplining. But, they won't do that. It's hard. You're going to take a few breaks. That's common sense. Overall, Munoz believes the main solution to this issue is for supervisors to have more empathy for those who work outside in these extreme temperatures during the Texas summer or the whole nation summer. The solution is just go back to being a human being. There's the key sentence. Just go back to being a human being and not a machine. It's like, wow, you care about yourselves but not us, Munoz said. That's stuff going on in Texas. People, carriers speaking up about working in the heat. These summers are getting worse. Every year it seems hotter and hotter. Humidity is up there. And carriers, not from only our organization, but UPS, the carrier just died, was asking for more breaks. So losing, employees, carriers, losing their lives, and working in the heat too much, not taking enough water in, not taking enough breaks. That's what's going on. Things like we were just talking about with supervisors. They got a lot of pressure from their managers, but the ones that have moved up from being a carriers, they totally understand what we go through. I'm not saying all supervisors are like that. Some allow extra breaks. Some are good with it as long as you don't abuse it. They're looking at the end of the day. They're looking at all the numbers. Why was this carrier sitting there extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes for this carrier? We gotta question them. In the summer, that's some accept that it's common sense and they allow it, and others don't. That's just the way it is, sadly. So things gotta change as far as the vehicles. It's very tough right now in those old LLVs. They're the next few summers, just think about it. Each summer is getting worse, and some stations are not gonna have the newer Mercedes or with the ACs and all that. So, a lot of stations, a lot of employees gonna continue to struggle, unfortunately. And, we got a union that's not doing much right now. We're still waiting on a contract for over 600 days now. Much less they're gonna worry about the vehicles next for us. So, speaking of the contract, some words came out of our beloved Mr. Renfro. Renfro says they're focusing on the top wage earners, and all levels will eventually benefit. What does that mean? They're looking at the top off to increase the top earners first and then work the way down to how about the new carriers that have recently converted to regulars? We're hoping it tickles down to them too eventually on the pay scale. They're wrapping everything up and we'll know something in a week or two. Wrapping up things in 600 days, we still need a week or two. He's meeting in a hotel to finalize. How many times we've heard this, man? Meeting in a hotel to finalize. This same exact words came out of his mouth before the convention even started. So, I'm just reporting something new. It's just I don't believe it until I see it on paper. I see it confirmed. This is our contract, such and such. Meeting some other details, finalize max work hour protection, so the other regulars who are not on the OTDL won't be, penalized or given extra work if they're not on the OTDL. Sometimes carriers would come in after their route hoping that they're done for the day, and They see extra work on their case and they're not on the OTDL. Management makes them do it. A lot of bogus stuff going on. He says this contract will be historical. I don't believe it. Anything you do won't be historical, man. Prove us all wrong, me and the other guys who report, man. Come on. Do something. Do something for real. We challenge you. He doesn't even communicate with nobody. I mean, Facebook, we've told him to, answer some of the questions. He doesn't communicate. He just throws out words here and there on WebEx meetings, but nothing is confirmed. I'm just reporting what's the latest from his mouth. But, 100% don't believe it. I gotta see it somewhere in writing, confirmed, contract is out. These are the contract details, then I'll believe it. But again, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do. If you're a carrier out there interested and, would love to have you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Keep smashing those likes and love you all comments. Everything you've been commenting, I do appreciate it. All the details you guys share, keep that coming. Appreciate it so much. And love what I do. Carrier by the day. I'm on here reporting in the evenings the best I can if I have something new. And from there we go on. So like always, patience. Have patience. Something good will come out in the contract. Positivity. It's what I preach all the time. And that's all we can do at this point. Do our daily routes for our families. Something will give. I know talk is cheap. A lot of comments I've gotten like, all this positivity, but, what more can I do? I mean, it's not in our hands. At least stay positive. Don't hurt yourself more emotionally. It's not in our hands. The contract, some news here and there. Look, just reported something is going to give. Hopefully we're wishing it is a good contract. It is historical. Maybe he's right. Prove us all wrong. And everybody will be happy. So again, this is Saeed. Thanks for watching. Catch me on the next video. And like always, stay positive, stay real, stay cool out there, guys. Thanks. See you next time.